first time human beings will be face to face with a planet which is not Earth.
Hello and good evening, and yes, that was Mars, and here's the man Clive Anderson quite rightly said invented space, even if his original forecast was slightly out.
My timescale was wrong. That's it. I was expecting the first men on the moon by about 1980, and it was for 1969.
Yeah.
My timescale was definitely too pessimistic. I knew it would happen, but
Yes.
whether I would see it myself, I didn't know. I only hoped so.
In Mars to Clive Anderson, our host introduced BBC's Mars Weekend, including a direct link-up with the Jet Propulsion Laboratory at Pasadena. Mars you liked, Pasadena you liked. Clive Anderson, in this new scientific role you were not nearly so sure about.
We have the closed-loop receivers in lock and carrier.
Oh, that looks... Yeah, that's it. We have the signal. It's a very scientific way to work these things out.
The expected power is within 1 decibel.
This is why this couldn't be a British mission, because the British will just go, oh, that's it then, that's fine. But Americans should at least sort of go, oh.
Okay.
Actual data from the spacecraft.
Okay, we happy with that? While they celebrate in a controlled wild way. So, so this is a great relief for everybody, Patrick.
It looks like it. I mean,
yeah.
don't be too cocksure yet. I mean, we
No,
don't quite know whether we're going to get any pictures back.
I'm
It
never
looks good.
cocksure if at all possible.
How do the BBC choose presenters? Do they actually take into account the nature of the subject in hand and the knowledge level of those charged with communicating the facts to the nation?
Why Clive Anderson? Why not employ someone who at the very least owns a working pair of ears?
Mr. Anderson should stick to what he does best, irritating minor celebrities on second-rate chat.
News and current affairs sadly lost one of their stars on Friday. Will Newsnight ever be the same? They said goodbye to him in style and remembered some of his finer moments, including those days when he had at least half a head of hair.
The fact is, it's so long since a real war was fought at sea, and the technology of weapons, as we've seen, has changed so much that nobody really knows how this ship will survive.
Peter, have you managed to glean anything more about what's happening?
Jeremy, I don't think I have a microphone on.
I'm sorry, let me help you with your microphone.
I actually came running in here from the press briefing room.
Yeah,
I'm slightly out of breath. I'll tell you why. Because British officials have just come back into their briefing room again. Forgive me if I seem to be panting somewhat. And they've said that, yes, there is a solution on the social policy. What has happened is that the... And a rather interesting caption, Fergie's new bottom, see page 3. Well, that's it.
Peter Snow, not lost, but returning to present Tomorrow's World in the autumn. Finally, back to Mars. If you fancy it for your holes sometime in the future...
Another cause of climatic chaos is the atmosphere itself, comprising of carbon dioxide and just a little water vapour. The carbon dioxide can and does change quickly between solid and gas, causing pronounced pressure changes and thus wind. But no rain.
Goody, goody. And if you have any comments on BBC television programmes, please write to Points of View, BBC Television, London W12 7TS, or phone or fax 0181 811 1050. Email pov@bbc.co.uk. And if you get in touch, leave a daytime and evening number so we can call you back. And just one more word from Ian about the Red Planet.
It hasn't rained for a very long time in Mars, several 100 million years of hosepipe ban. This is not all good news. Throw away your Zimmer frame, because even the lightest of winds can disturb the powdery red surface and cause dust devils or sometimes Mars-wide dust storms, turning the blue sky